But at the same time, again, if you just take out the Estes, it adds so much more variety that you can see thrown on the table because you don't have to deal with so much sustainability. But now here we are, game number 3 draft upon us. The crucial matchup between Team Hawk here and Incendio Supremacy. So it's going to be Team Hawk on the blue, Incendio Supremacy on the red. Already 2 heroes. There's the March and the 1-1 ban.
Fun little pattern here for this series. First pick is still at a 100% win rate. Yeah. So Team Hawk now back in first pick. Last time they still went for the first pick carry, right? I think now it's time for Incendio to say, hey, no more carry.
No more carry. Just like the glue
jumping into the draft.
Previously. I do agree with that because so far the teams that pick up the carry all I think won all the games.
Yeah, 100% win rate.
Yeah, for the series, I mean, for the series. So that is that's an important stat because carry is not only like stat-wise very strong, it still also is strong as a hero. Well, instead of the S, it's going to be the Barretts.
Wow.
Maybe they take, maybe they don't. You know, I mean, they could just be looking. Team Hawk could be just looking to take the carry possibly here. Again, with Barretts coming out, the ban and that Marches, you're taking out 2 of those high utility focused jungler options, and you're going to kind of force a hand here from Incendio Supremacy specifically, but still, it really, I'm wondering what their last ban is going to be here.
You know, that's actually a really good point there, Naiso, because now you're only left with 1 last ban for Incendio Supremacy. Are you going to ban out something like a glue or a carry or the Ling? That has been a problem.
I think carry, right? You need to go for the carry ban right now. The only 100% win rate hero in this series has been that carry, and you can see Team Hawk are leaning on it. They want to pick up that carry. They're literally just forcing Incendio. Go. Leave it open. Leave it open one more time. Let's see what happens here. I dare you. But Incendio, they can't fall.
Okay. It's all about fire. From both teams this time. Don't deny the comfort picks from your opponents. Let us play with the best composition that we have. Best heroes against best heroes. I don't know why you're worried. I'm happy about this. We're going to see some explosions in game number 3.
There's the first pickup with the carry.
Wow.
Going in the hands of Team Hawk.
So do you go glue immediately this
Glue
time?
Kaja. Pick up a Kaja. You need someone to lock this guy down because you need someone to CC her. And with the Grok Kaja, you have just 2 CC abilities that can really shut her down. Remember, close range, as long as you don't let her basic attack, you're good. But if she basic attacks with full items, you're done. You're done.
I just don't want it to happen something like a Glue plus Farsa or a Benedetta plus Farsa for Incendio Supremacy. Well, while it makes sense, it's not the best case in a knockout stage wherein you can be eliminated. They locked it in. Farsa and Benedetta don't.
Hold up. Is it okay?
They did it.
Well, they're going for it. Hey,
I jinxed it.
To be fair, we did see a massive game previously with Benedetta, right?
I agree.
It's there, but I guess this leaves the question, does Team Hawk actually just go ahead and secure the Kaja for themselves? Do they want to go that route? Again, Valentina still open as well.
Grok Fanny.
Or, Ling, I mean. Fanny's banned out.
All right, Grok Ling.
Grok banned out.
At this point,
Ling, Glue.
Hayabusa.
Glue Ling.
Up against the Farsa.
See, this draft leaves so much open basically
I think
at this
you go
point.
Glue and Ling this time. No reason not. I mean, Ling, Gary is still very...
Glue and Ling?
Say hot, I would say. Or still, you know?
I mean, I feel like the players themselves feeling this. That's Kadita usual.
There's the curveball. There's the curveball.
I mean, that's the dive you need up against a Farsa. Remember in game number 1, I think I just auto-piloted to game number 1 because I said the Fanny. Fanny was banned out. The hero that wasn't banned out, that was banned out in game 1, was the Yuzong, right? So it's up now. Team Hawk, just pick it up. Why not?
Not to mention, this is also what we saw from game 1, the statistic, the Kadita pick for Man, what was they call them? The Shaman, right?
That was actually banned out as well in game number 1.
So this is pretty much comfort at this point, right? I mean,
for both teams.
Just give it your all here on the best heroes you can. Now, you're still going to see those bans coming out from Incendio Supremacy focusing on Gary. So still, it leaves the question, and you were wondering, even I mentioned the Hayabusa possibly, but like you guys said, you really don't want to go with that against the kind of Turkish Delight Ube strategy with that Estes there.
Okay, so Team Hawk will want to ban out the Fredrin together with the Barretts and maybe another tank here in the front lines, or they might even consider banning out the Harith this time. Because the way that I see it, even when there's like a Kadita and Yu Zhong, because of the presence of the Estes and the fact that you have that passive for the Harith wherein you kind of reduce the crowd control that you have, it might be a consideration as a gold laner for Incendio Supremacy.
Well, in game 1, they did go for that Fredrin, right? So you can see where Team Hawk are going. In game 1 as well, they just banned out the gold lane, which is also still a very viable ban to go for. You have a carry, something like a Brody can bully the carry early on, so we saw that in game 1. I think I'm gonna expect the same thing here, but for Incendio, this is where it gets really, Hilda. All right, they just went for the same ban,
Well, I mean, best, again, so much is left open that you're just kind of, you're going through that checkbox list of yours.
Wow.
Okay.
Not expecting the Guinevere ban.
They did pick it up versus a Blacklist International, game number 1, so just, you know, Team Hack with due diligence against
Is it time for Valentina jungle?
This is literally 4 heroes banned towards the jungle from Team Hawk.
You're right.
I mean,
the Grok technically can
could,
jungle, so 5 jungle bans, right? Just thumbnail.
thumbnail. Well, again, it's going to force the hand from Incendio Supremacy specifically, right? On what jungle you want to play around
Brody
here
is
with.
available. Brody might be the choice. I'm thinking either Brody or the Harith.
Oh, you can see it. There you go. That's what they go for. This is the game they went for yesterday.
Correct.
Oh, against MDH, they picked up the Leomord, and guess what their last pick was? It was the Brody.
It was the Brody. I wonder if they are considering something like a Kufra now for Team Hawk. Great versus the Leomord as well as the Benedetta. You have the jump, you have the protection. Something along the lines of, or what about a Baksha in the jungle for Team Hack? We saw that.
It's not a very Gary thing to do.
It's not a very.
It's not a Gary thing to do, but going against Estes, it's a great thing to have. At least, like, you know, on the team composition with the way the passive works here and everything else.
With Fanny and Ling banned out, you know, might as well, right? If you're forced to play utility, go for just some anti-region.
Or maybe a D-Rush. Maybe we can see that. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a Gary hero, and that's a Lolita.
That's a Gary thing to do.
That's a Gary thing to do.
Lock it in, go the Hayabusa. He heard my suggestion earlier. He heard what you guys said, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to show these guys.
They also kind of like pre-countered the Brody, right, with the Lolita. So, hey, go ahead, pick up the Brody. We'll see what we'll do up against that Brody. Other options, Iritho, we mentioned it. Brody, you know what, up against this, I don't know, Melissa can technically still work. It's very tough to pull it off. They still go for the Brody. Up against the Lolita, up against the Haya too. I like the single target stun, the lockdown that he has. But remember, that damage can just be completely nullified.
Well, I mean, it worked for them yesterday, right? You mentioned this, the Brody-Leomord combination that they pulled out.
Brody-Leomord, Farsa.
Yeah, Farsa. Estes has been working wonders for them as well. So why not have that comfort here for your last game, potentially last game?
Exactly. This is what I like about what the draft, how the draft developed. I mean, they didn't care about the glue anyways. The Kaja, both two of the heroes that are always in the discussion, right? Even Valentina is denied. Like 3 of the top dogs so far in the top bands denied. Not even considered. Even the Joy, actually.
You can see the adaptations that both teams have been making, the progress in this meta, just based on one series. They are improving this much. So I can't wait to jump into this one nice soon.
I can't wait either, because here we go into the land of Dawn. Our first game 3 in the series of knockouts. It's Team Hawk versus Incendio Supremacy. Who's staying in M4 and who's going home?
Oh, this is such a high-stakes match, and I love the fact that they went for comfort in this kind of setting.
I really want to point that out, because in the game that they can get out of the tournament or stay and face a team that will come out from the upper bracket. They bring out the big guns. Alien was amazing with this Benedetta. Rosa, very aggressive with the Farsa when he controls it. And that's also true with Apex, TNZ, and Sunshine. Whereas Team Hack, Gary with the Hayabusa, even when it's not that good, theoretically speaking, against the Estes, he will go back to comfort. Everybody just wants to play the best MOBP
That they can.
that
They
they can.
I mean, looking across the board, too. Hold on, already early action.
Rosa dodging away, getting the healing done as well, but it's going to be first blood over to Min. Team Hawk strike first again.
All right, so they start off on a good foot here for Team Hawk, but still, you got to consider the fact you're working with 2 Petrifies. You've got Man and Lola running with that. Now, on the other side, Incendio Supremacy, they've got those 2 Purifies, right? Those micro decisions as the game unfolds here are going to be crucial if they can find setups. TNC, though.
Uh-oh, there you go. Min still having some peel there. Rosa coming back in, looking for the stun, gets it down. TNC picks it up. Gary, Weaver re-engaged right now, but the healing comes through from Apex 47. Gary losing out on that trade, forced to back away.
And this means that they will not have the Phantom Steed heading into the first turtle of the game. They did take out one important hero, though, from Team Hack. So that is 1-for-1 when it comes to the first few kills. Although, this is not like the best situation for Incendio Supremacy.
Well,
the thing is, they will have ultimates up on Rosa.
That's what I was going to say. You know, they've got, I mean, they're looking for another kill here from Team for Incendio Supremacy to lead into this first objective of the game, the turtle here. But still, you can even see, right? Min and Man in position, looking for any advantage they can find, but TNZ not going to be fooled.
A good read, but still walks into the bush. The rough waves of the Petrify. TNZ can fall. But the airstrike now coming down onto Man, and that's Alien who picks up a trade. Jungler for mid lane, 1-for-1.
All right, so they trade that. I mean, Team Hawk could be in a position to just go ahead and take this.
Yeah,
it might be better for Incendio Supremacy. Just give it up, right? You don't. Now TNZ's up, but he doesn't have the retribution either. So just like that first objective, Alien though.
Alien wants it, jumps in with the final blow, almost stealing it away, but Gary is absolutely on point with that retribution.
Unfortunately for Incendio Supremacy, their plan was to get level 4 to Apex 47. That's why they put him the, even when he's roaming, he was in the mid lane. And Rosa went to the XP lane so that he'll get his level 4. Along the way, because they were focused on getting their ultimates up, at the middle, TNZ was found by Man with the Petrify combo. He was shut down. And that was very bad for Incendio Supremacy because now they will concede the turtle. Gary, as a Hayabusa, doesn't have the innate advantage during the turtle fights. And them getting the first turtle of the game is massive for the Malaysian squad.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was all a result of, you know, taking out TNZ there early on and playing around with that. Setup though.
Blast and the flicker. Sunshine caught in the gold lane. And now Panda's going to go on to that turret gold. Phantom Steed by TNZ onto Gary. Bring it back right there. That's a lot of damage. Rosa trying to follow it up. Doesn't even need to be here. TNZ jumps in again with a Phantom charge. Min is low. TNZ getting the healing back in. But the come through and Man's going to be falling down to TNZ.
Rosa on point. That's starting to cancel the animation of the rough waves. And you're gonna have to hand it to TNC. He punished Gary, knowing that there's no shadow, no quad shadow already for Gary. Was able to pull him back with the ultimate.
Black Dragon form though now onto Rosa. The Petrify only finding TNZ. Rosa had the Purify out. Then on blast now, no flicker, but it finds TNZ. Still having the healing, torn apart memory, being popped out by Sunshine to zone the members away.
Tough situation. Again, you know, you have a lot of those, that CC and ultimate available to you, but unfortunately Panda was already, what, half health, not able to really commit to that fight here, so Team Hawk kind of struggling, and Incendio Supremacy continuing to build up on this lead here. 1K gold, next turtle comes up. They're in a great position to actually go ahead and win this next objective fight as they still battle out in the mid lane.
Yeah. Alien now still in the midst of it all. Gonna try to go for the Petrify final blow onto mid in front of the kill. And that's gonna be Man getting out barely with the rough waves, getting the passive back in as well. But the sustainability from Apex 47 has been phenomenal. They're looking for more now. Quad Shadow in for the airstrike. Doesn't get Gary! Falls down! Rosa is an absolute Chad, just stands there menacingly.
Oh, definitely. That is the term that I'm looking for. It's so much of a Chad because he went in forward, being a Farsa against a Hayabusa. And the best thing is he was able to land the stun, the passive control of Rosa, back-to-back stuns from top lane and now into the bottom lane. He's able to punish all of these slippery heroes as if they were easy targets. And Incendio Supremacy are really just on fire right now.
Look at the flanks here. You can see the Phantom Steed, and it's the collapse onto Min. The airstrike comes down. Min's gonna be stunned up. Min's gonna fall. Has the shielding up. The conceal is not enough to get him out. Panda now under the turret. Man trying to get the breath of the ocean down. Incendio back off. Looking for the turret.
This is the thing. I mean, the sustain. The sustain is what is the huge obstacle standing in front of Team Hawk right now. And it's just too much for them to work with. I mean,
wow.
Panda's still scrambling here to really just farm up as much as possible. And it's Incendio Supremacy throwing everything at Team Hawk. Meanwhile, again, Alien having a great game so far in this Benedetta pick.
Look at this. Apex 47 actually opted to go for the Anticuras. And yeah, Alien, dude, this is the reason why they didn't pick up the glue. The reason why they pick up both Farsa and Benedetta as their first 2 picks is because they have mastered it so well. Rosa landing all of those stats. Alien controlling the lane so well, cutting the waves, and even outplaying Gary at that moment. 0 and 3 for the Hayabusa. We thought that this would be a bad idea to pick up the Hayabusa. Now, Team X getting punished because of it.
Well, the Phantom Steed again. Incendio are looking for it. Tianzi bringing Lola back. The feather airstrike not connecting just yet, but that's going to be the Black Dragon form popped in. Lola looking for some damage. That's a lot from Sunshine. And
Alien.
Both of the teams, you know.
Alien.
This is, I mean, this just looks like tilt coming out from Team Hawk. They can't land anything that they want to. They are frustrated on what's going on here. Incendio Supremacy in complete control here. Alien pushing in that bottom side. This is going to be just a free turtle for them. And yeah, going back to the question, do you really want to pick Hayabusa into this lineup, especially with Aztez there? Massive game across the board here for Incendio Supremacy.
We mentioned why the Hayabusa wasn't picked earlier is because they're going to be clumping up. What's the Hayabusa supposed to do on a high and dry emblem?
Exactly.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Incendio, they haven't changed their strat. Tianzi, though, is very aggressive compared to last game. Still under the tier 1, just zoning Team Hawk away for the rest of the members to siege it down.
The only hero that will be away from the rest of the team is Alien's Benedetta. And the Benedetta is not a squishy target. In fact, he can actually use the iframes to get out of the Hayabusa's damage range. And he's even like outputting more damage compared to Gary.
1 versus 2.
Everything's just going in favor of Incendio right now. I also want to comment TNZ. I think his mastery of the Leo Mord is top-notch.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a glimpse of this yesterday. And again, why they swept that match they had, they're still going for it. I mean, in a great fashion here, man.
Petrified, that Sunshine caught. A good trade back finally for Team Hawk to get some momentum back on their side.
I mean, even with that kill, it's a massive lead here. Gary,
no.
Gary jumps in onto 3 and they were waiting for it. Man now might actually fall off the Iver. Oh my god, that damage is unreal. Double kill, 5 and 0. Never tell Alien the odds. Tianzi going in onto Min. Lola's the one who's forced to back away in a 2v1 situation. And Incendio are dominating the Malaysian champions.
After a great kill coming out from Man, the Kadita, the Shaman, they managed to have a big blunder against Incendio Supremacy. Gary wasn't supposed to be there. You'll understand that they have many members out there. They have the Kadita as well as the Hayabusa, but they didn't have the damage. In fact, Gary was taken out so easily. And the fact of the matter remains, Alien is so stacked right now with the Bloodlust Axe and 2 casual items with the Black Ice Shield as well as the leg plates. It means that he's very tanky against the physical damage of Team Hack.
honestly, if you're looking at this game, Panda, at some point, this is what we see so often with carry. Either it shines or the team composition does so well against it that it just shuts it down. And that short range on this carry isn't enough to even get in the zone here. I mean, you're looking at TNZ just constantly going in with the Phantom Steed, pushing people around, and then the artillery coming out from Rosa. And we haven't even, I mean, we've talked a little bit about Alien, but the guy is just massive on this Benedetta, just like the previous game here. So it's so many obstacles, so many steps for Team Hawk, and now they've got the Lord to deal with on the top side.
Great spot for Man, but he doesn't have enough against this. Alien does not spot out Gary, and TNT actually just utilizes the ultimate out of nowhere. I wonder what the next items will be coming off for TNT. Is he considering tanking up? with the Dreadnought armor.
Actually pops in the Phantom Steed here early on. I think he thought that Man would be there inside of the bush, but they're already slow pushing the waves there. It was cleared out earlier. Top lane going to be coming down with Feather Airstrike as well. Rosa might be caught, has the Purify to get out of the Petrify that was placed by Man. Now it's going to be the Petrify by Lola, fighting a few. Numenal Blast onto 2. The healing comes in. Apex 47 still able to out-sustain, as that's going to be Alien picking up the base turret in the mid lane. Now in the 3v4, it's Man jumping in. TNZ back at it with Phantom Steed. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, in a 1v1, Alien is able to actually dish out so much damage, sieging that base turret down very, very low. Incendio loses 1, but they might be able to actually get another here.
Well, they're still going for it. One hit away on this turret, trying to defend their best and hold on to it. They still have that mid lane exposed here. It's going to take a lot for Team Hawk.
Yeah.
They find one, but usually after that, they fizzle out, right?
Yeah.
And that's just because of this disparity in terms of items for them. Now, Min, at some point, it could be a game-changing Numenal Blast. If they can find another target, get that numbers advantage, land the ultimates like they need to, overlap them, then they're going to be in a good position.
Oh no, Gary jumps in with a shadow kill. Does he have the quad shadow to get out? He does, but it's going to be read out by Incendio. Gary, no more movement abilities. TNZ recalling on his dead body. Incendio wants to look for the end here. Man with the flame! Trying to save the game, but Apex out-heals the damage. Man now running for the hills. Lola jumping in with a Hail Mary play onto Rosa. The Petrify connects with the Purifiers there. Not enough once again. The Numenal Blast connects on a 2. But Alien connects on a 2 as well. That's the damage by Alien, by TNZ. 3 for 1. Incendio looking for the end to upset the odds against the Malaysian champions.
Oh, minions.
They're going to hold
Gary's
on.
available right now.
TNZ, though, still okay. That was almost a situation where Incendio could have ended the game here. They take the discipline route, they back off, they get the Lord for this one. It should be uncontested. Team Hawk just scrapping for anything they can. I mean, Gary's got to be very careful on his next decision here, because another mistake like that will cost them the game.
What I saw from the last sequence of events for Team Hack is that their backs are against the ropes and they're going for all Hail Mary plays, and they're okay to get hit by Incendio Supremacy, and every punch that's thrown into them definitely hurts.
Wow.
Man almost going for a double knock-up into a double kill. However, the sustain coming out from Incendio Supremacy was there, and then the follow-up coming out from Min, utilizing the ultimate. Then comes Lola. What I saw from that is Team Max not coordinating their ultimates that well. Had it been that they come in together as one, as a team, that could be a completely different story. But this time, Incendio will get the second turtle of the game.
What are you supposed to do against this, man? I mean, 10,000 gold lead at this point.
10K here, Lord in the mid side. They're gonna have to deal with it. Gonna be losing this man, making his way down though. Can they defend?
Well, let's see the Phantom Steed once again. Lola. Oh! Numenal Blast! On to 3! Apex 47 gonna be knocked up here, and the Gaiavish comes in. TNZ gonna be taken low. The Malaysians are here. They've defended for another day. Man finds the breath of the ocean. Panda jumps in onto 3. They've defended for a bit. 14 minutes in.
Massive setup there. The Numenal Blast can change a game. It can change a moment here. Now they only get 2 down from Incendio Supremacy, but still working to get some space across the map. Again, you saw the gold lead here just a little bit ago and how much of an advantage Incendio Supremacy has. And even the items, Wolf, is there any saving grace here for Team Hawk as they try to make a play?
If they do find the openings, if they combo it up together, Man being an assassin, like a Kadira assassin, and then of course Min just initiating against Incendio, and of course you have to use the ultimate coming out from Lola. If they combo it up together, you see the difference. They're looking really good. Now they have the damage. We come to a point that even when there's a 6.1k golded from Incendio Supremacy, you still have the chance. This is what Team Hack needs to do. They have to be disciplined. They have to be patient. They have to wait for their openings. Till then, Incendio will have the advantage.
Finally, Panda has gotten that item power spike. Right now you can really see him pop off. And with the help of the others now, that's the rough waves onto Alien. Alien's gonna be taken low. Eye for an eye popped in with the feather airstrike. 2 onto Man! Sniping him down. The punish from Incendio Supremacy as they look to capitalize on this man advantage.
Oh, that was tough here. Now, that could very well be the defining moment as Incendio Supremacy gonna march down in the mid lane.
No.
They don't have Lord, but Black Dragon form comes out.
4v5. That's gonna be the final blow. Connecting onto Panda, who's gonna be able to kite away for now. That's Lola in the front line. Panda now looking for the damage once again as the torn apart memory comes in. That's him now. Blast charged in. That's one member taken out. Rosa gonna be taken low, but the healing comes in. It is too much for the Malaysian champions. Incendio has done it again.
Man, call them the dark horse if you want, the Turkish delight. They're here making another statement. They deserve this celebration as they just took out Malaysians champions.